So I guess I never got to finish the one of the topics that I was kind of rambling on about the other night. I think I was typing. And it was about maximizing time value, and just what I was getting at has a lot to do with millionaire mindset and how to become a millionaire. Think about it. Do you want to become a millionaire? Of course you do, right? So I started realizing with my old poverty mentality, a lot of the problems with my poverty mentality or poverty mentality in general is how we look at ourselves, how we look at the world, how we look at money, how we look at value in general, and how we value ourselves, and how we value everything, how we value time, how we value everything we do, and everything we pay money for, everything we don't pay money for. Now, when I began to start thinking in investment and prosperity mentality, this is when the way I looked at everything began to change. And I also began to realize that middle class mentality is actually just a somewhat successful version of poverty mentality. It's hardly any different in every way. This is where we get the generated lifestyle we call paycheck to paycheck, where, job just over broke, So what the concept with investing mentality is you are buying your time, you're generating value with all your time instead of looking for time that generates value. I think we all see or do this to a degree. To be fair, really, we get paid. Let's say we get paid 60% of what we're worth or something. And then so we decide to only give 60% effort. And then we think to ourselves, well, when I get the good job that pays me more, I'm going to work harder. No, that's not really a solid work ethic habit to develop and take on to the next job, really. In a previous note conversation, when I was talking about the server supervisor, one of the floor closers that wasn't even looking over my section, decided to mention to me that when I was getting tipped well, I would work harder and be happy about it. And when I was getting tipped poorly, I'd be grumpy and start slacking off a little bit. And he said I needed to just have a streamlined work ethic and start validating myself with the outcomes of the basic things I do instead of just the tips. And all of a sudden, my tips started coming. So then I just started carrying this radiant energy because I was cleaning everything all day. I was working hard. I was constantly helping my neighbors. I was constantly doing all these things, and I was constantly happy because I would count. I'd be counting how many things I would clean. I clean this, I clean that, I clean off the table, I clean off the floor. I did the kitchen floor, I did that floor. And then I brag to myself about all these things, and I feel great. I just carry this radiant, awesome, just like happy energy everywhere I went, every single day, no matter what. So then everything became about understanding, creating a proactive experience instead of a reactive experience. And this is something that's so huge in so many ways, and has just given me so much more confidence in life and approaching so many different things. Is proactively having set choices and outcomes determined for pretty much everything. In a lot of ways, depending on where we're at in life, having a reactive mindset, it's almost passive. It's almost subjective. And I realized I was doing it in so many ways. It's almost a victim mentality. You're almost like choosing to not create any outcomes and then decide to have an opinion on whether or not you liked what happened. Starts creating this blame problem identifying mentality, and you can blame so many things on why this didn't work, why that didn't work, and you're identifying all these problems. Oh, well, this is the problem here. Well, that's the problem there. Well, my boss was a problem here. Well, this person was a problem here, and you can, blame and identify and react to it all. I'm going to react to this. I'm going to react to that. And I'm going to show that I'm going to react to this. And eventually you're just stuck. When you switch that to initiative and prosperity, you start recognizing, you start taking responsibility for everything and creating gratefulness out of it, creating abundance out of it, creating value out of it, and making that the outcome for all the situations. I'm going to be grateful. I'm going to be stronger. I'm going to have more, no matter what. I'm going to take this initiative to further myself towards happiness and prosperity every single day. Whatever that initiative is, take an initiative every single day. Take an initiative. Now, if that initiative didn't work, you have a learning experience. You have something to be grateful for. If it worked, you have a success experience. You have something to be grateful for. So that is the root of initiative, is taking responsibility and making something great out of it, no matter what. These are the habits that you want to begin generating in your everyday work experiences, in your everyday interactions, in your everyday experiences with God. Gratefulness, gratefulness, gratefulness. Gratefulness is the root of creativity, and it's the root of inspiring appreciation in others, to inspire them to bring their dreams to reality too. Gratefulness is so powerful. It's why we pray before we eat, to put us in a state of gratefulness and feed that mentality. Supply versus demand. Location, location, location. Time is money. Those are the 3 laws of business. You don't need an MBA to figure that out. There's all kinds of to find success. I know girls that are selling clothes out of their apartment. I know girls that are beating crafts and selling them on their Facebook. You can do anything. You really can do anything.